Modi, son of Thor, you are petty and tiny, and not yet old enough to copy your father's beard, but at least you can run toward your problems rather than away from them. Hello everyone, and boy have I been waiting to do this one! Modi, son of Thor, an action platformer in the same vein as games like Ratchet and Clank, except it's based on Norse mythology. This game started making waves in the Dreams community with a bunch of other Dreams YouTubers talking about it, and I knew I had to give it a try. And when I got the chance, I knew I had to give it a review. Oh, and my opening joke aside, don't assume you know the lore from Marvel comics and movies. While that can be true in some cases, there are some very important details that Marvel doesn't cover. With that said, let's get started! The story here is that Asgard is at war, and with Thor out of commission, he transfers his power and his hammer to his youngest son Modi. The fate of Asgard now rests on the shoulders of the young god, and his only companion is Heimdall, who is trapped inside of Mjolnir for some reason. The bulk of the gameplay is platforming and puzzle solving, with some combat thrown in here and there. The platforming is really good for the most part, but I've noticed a few problems. Don't get me wrong, it works most of the time, and the creator clearly put a lot of effort into elements like wall climbing, but the controls you input need to be very precise, and I've had some issues with Modi not clinging to an edge after trying to jump to it, and especially after dropping down from one edge to another. Not impossible, but it is an annoyance. Puzzles mainly involve using Mjolnir to activate switches either by hitting them or by charging up the hammer and energizing them with lightning. Sometimes this involves activating platforms on a timer and rushing across them before they turn off. It's really well designed and everything functions smoothly. I never had an issue with any of the animations or calling the hammer back. But like with wall climbing, there is an issue in the realm of precision. Hitting the switches requires you to aim Mjolnir at exactly the right angle, and this took a bit of trial and error on my part in some places. But unlike wall climbing, this issue went away with practice. As for the combat, it's simple, but it works. It mostly consists of you swinging the hammer while trying not to get hit yourself, and if you do get hit, you can heal back with some tree sap you can collect. Though occasionally you'll find an enemy with an additional step to take down, like uppercutting away their shield. I guess it's become a trend that whenever I review an unfinished creation, I go over potential future editions. There's a lot of enemies from Norse myth that can become awesome boss fights, such as giants or wolves or even Jormungandr. There's also a lot of locations like Helheim or Jotunheim that would make for some kick-ass levels. Maybe we'll get puzzles that require smashing of ice or powering up the right runes to open a door. Though the mechanics could use some polishing, the game is very well made as is. Also, I should note that everything I've shown in this video is labeled Chapter 2, so that begs the question, what happened in Chapter 1? Maybe it's going to be a tutorial where you play as Thor just before he gets captured, and you get to use the full power of the Thunder God so you see how powerful Modi is going to be by the end of the game. No matter what it is, this is going to be a game for the ages. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the Dreamiverse. And for next time, I've got something special planned. It's been so many years. I thought you'd never return. But I've never been so happy to see your stupid face. Hanzo Hattori!
Sorry about this.